There have been a number of games that have tried to blend fast-paced melee action with tight first-person perspective. Games such as Dark Messiah Might and Magic and Dying Light more recently. This generation, Ghostrunner has put its cards on the table. Developer One More Level have an ace up their sleeve this time. You're not a mage or a zombie survivor, you're a ninja. Ghostrunner is set in a post-apocalyptic world with some heavy cyberpunk vibes. In this world, you play as Ghostrunner, a cybernetically enhanced ninja who is not much for words, but does most of his communication with the edge of his sword. This game, however, demands that you plan out your movements as you move through the world. There are plenty of puzzles requiring you to figure out how to move from point A to point B. Not only that, in combat, if you move in a straight line to your enemy, you're already dead, which is why Ghostrunner gives you your greatest weapon, not just sword, but the environment. The game takes place in Demia Tower, a massive structure that is home to the last surviving human population and is run by an elite few. With its cyberpunk vibes, the world is filled with bright neon pink and blue, as well as dull grey textures. It is visually pleasing. Demia Tower is far from a utopia. Dirt and garbage litter all over the place, plus the remains of corpses in some areas. This is a world in distress, and the game is not shy of showing you that. The story takes a back seat to the rest of the game. This is true in both its depth and presentation. This is necessary to maintain the pace and objective of the game. As bleak as the world appears, it is the Ghostrunner's greatest weapon. With narrow corridors to wall run off and hook points to grapple to, the game is not shy to tell you to keep moving. Stay still and you will die. There are no health bars in this game, and being hit by an enemy melee or projectile is game over. This vulnerability is shared by your enemies, making the game mechanics revolve around how fast you can get close to your foes before they overwhelm you. The tools you have include permanent abilities such as Blink, that lets you slice through multiple enemies, and a sort of force push that kills enemies and sends projectiles back. There are other temporary power-ups that are mainly used for mild puzzle solving and platforming. The game has a few boss battles, but I won't spoil them for you here. Each battle leans heavily to one game mechanic, which adds variety to gameplay. There is one fight in particular, which seemed overwhelming at first glance, but after multiple deaths, the sequence was pretty clear. In addition, the game has a skill tree of sorts, styled like a Tetris puzzle set. You slot in blocks that give you and your abilities a bit of a buff. I focus on improved dash regeneration and blink refresh rate. Other skills include being able to deflect enemy projectiles and buffs to your enemy detection. Make no mistake, in this 7 to 10 hour game, you will perish multiple times. The game does have generous checkpointing, with each right before the next engagement. The game wills you to experiment heavily before you settle on a final rhythm to deal with the room of enemies. Overall, the gameplay is an absolute blast. Definitely the high point of the game and what sticks with you as you finish. While these elements may not stand out on their own, Ghostrunner continually throws at you a variety of challenging enemies which test your ability to fully utilize the kit that the game gives you. I really enjoyed this game, and more importantly, I really enjoyed what the game put forward to me. A straightforward, self-contained action game that has no illusions about its replay value or depth beyond its gameplay. This game is definitely worth picking up, as I highly recommend. What do you guys think? Comment down below and let me know what you think of this game. Also let me know what this game reminds you of. Apart from being reminded of Genji from Overwatch, I also got reminded of Titanfall 2 and the movement system in that game with all the wall running and close quarters combat. Also, if you enjoyed the video, please like, share and subscribe. It really does help the channel a lot. Thank you everyone for watching, and we'll chat in the next video. Cheers!